Ripa has cheekily fired back at Kathie Lee Gifford, who slammed Kelly's depiction of the late Regis Philbin in her new memoir without reading it. Kathie Lee said she had seen headlines regarding Kelly's claims about Regis and declared, "I don't get it. I'm not gonna read the book." Now on a new episode of the podcast Not Skinny But Not Fat, Kelly, 52, snidely thanked Kathie Lee, 69, for giving her memoir Live Wire more publicity and helping it remain on the New York Times bestseller list. Kelly previously hit the headlines for a People interview promoting the book in which she described her professional relationship with Regis in decidedly mixed terms. Referring to the Regis passages as the hardest chapter to write, she noted they had good days and bad days and said working with him was not a cakewalk. Having got wind of the publicity, Kathie Lee publicly announced she would not read the book and staunchly defended Regis as the best partner a person could ever have professionally as well as a friend. During her new podcast appearance, Kelly retorted that people who read the book have a very different take on those chapters because they read the book. Calling herself a big free speech person, she maintained that the comments I've gotten about those chapters have been overwhelmingly positive and the people who read the book took away a lot of positivity from it. Kelly vamped about the Kathie Lee interview, "It is really hard to sell a book. It's really hard to sell a book, right? And this is like week 3 of the book, right? And I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was not reading any headlines anywhere. And suddenly, all of these headlines pop up and terrace all of this attention on my book." She went on, "So I am a person that tends to take a negative and turn it into a positive, and so my ultimate comment is, thank you. I mean, it's like really hard to get attention on a book that's been out for a couple of weeks and now it's week 2, second week on the New York Times bestsellers list." Kelly concluded, "It's like, thank you, because I think that people that read the book will have a very different take on the book." Regis and Kathie Lee became beloved American television icons while hosting Live together on ABC from 1988 until she left the show in 2000. Kelly was hired to replace her the following year, whereupon she co-hosted the program with Regis for a decade before he retired in 2011. Regis died of natural causes at the age of 88 in 2020, having maintained a close personal friendship with Kathie Lee right up to the end. Meanwhile in 2017 he appeared on Larry King Now and claimed he and Kelly did not really keep in contact anymore because she had taken his retirement personally. "She got very offended when I left," he said. "She thought I was leaving because of her. I was leaving because I was getting older and that wasn't right for me anymore." He professed to have never heard from her since his departure from the show and said that never once did they ask me to go back for a guest episode. In her new People interview for her book, Kelly pushed back on Regis' claims, noting that he had come back to Live as a guest for a Halloween special in 2015. The show had reached out many times, Kelly maintained. "It makes me sad but it's not something I will ever understand. I was steadfast in my attempt at communication. You can't make a person befriend you," said she. "It took years to earn my place there and earn things that are routinely given to the men I worked with, including an office and a place to put my computer." Kelly then recounted a story about being wounded by a joke Regis made at her expense when she first joined the show. She had been instructed not to arrive with an entourage, so she brought only a two-person hair and makeup team, which she described as not an unusual thing for people on a television show to show up with. However, Regis, upon seeing the duo, turned to executive producer Michael Gelmana and he cracked, "Uh-oh, Gelman, it's got an entourage." While describing her time on the show, she said, "There were good and bad days. I don't want to feel like him slamming anyone or that I'm being disrespectful. But I also want people to know it was not a cakewalk." Kathie recalled, "I felt horrible. He was probably trying to be funny, but at the same time it felt like a pile-on. I understand that probably he didn't want a co-host, but the network wanted me to be the co-host and I didn't think I should pass up that opportunity. I don't think it was fair to him. But it was also not fair to me." Kathie Lee went on Good Day New York last week and discussed the book with anchor Rosanna Scotto, who is also a successful restaurateur and the daughter of an infamous New York mobster from the Gambino crime family. "I was very sorry to see the headlines," Kathie Lee told Rosanna, adding that she hoped what she had heard about the memoir isn't true and saying, "I don't get it. I'm not gonna read the book. I haven't read it. I don't even know if it's out yet." Said she, "I just know what Regis was to me. He was, for 15 years, the best partner a person could ever have professionally, but he was my friend." Kathie Lee added, "We were dear friends and after I left the show, for the next 20 years, we became better friends, dearer friends." However, she refrained from insulting Kelly herself, saying, "I'm not going to say anything ugly about anybody. I never have and I'm not going to start now. I'm just saying that my reality is something completely different from that." Kathie Lee was a guest on Live 3 times while Regis and Kathie were hosting together, including for the 20th anniversary special and Regis' farewell show. Kelly has remained a constant on the show since Regis' departure and now hosts the program alongside Ryan Seacrest.